Costello, and I'm the gallery director here at Parkland College at the Gertz Gallery. And I want to thank everyone for joining us on this special evening for the Art and Design Student Showcase, the award ceremony and celebration. Before we get started, I'd like to thank our donors for their wonderful support during these difficult times, and the Gertz Gallery Advisory Board as well. I'd also like to thank the Parkland College administration for their support, as well as Donna Gertz, for whom the gallery is named, and her husband, Fred. I would be remiss not to mention how thankful we are to the Illinois Arts Council, a state agency, for their continued support that we have received through grant funding. It allows us to do events like these that are free and open to the public. A side note, if you enjoy this event, I hope you will tune in to our upcoming virtual events, including our Around the Block Part 3, it's our third exhibit, virtual art exhibition. This show is competitive, and anyone 18 or over from Parkland College's district and the entire counties that surround our district is eligible to submit their work. This is a collaborative effort with 40 North Champaign County Arts Council and the Gertz Gallery. The exhibit is a community favorite, and I'm sure that you'd like to see all of that artwork in addition to our student show. I encourage you to sign up for our email blast to hear about our upcoming events. If you are an artist, I also encourage you to submit your work. The information can be found on our website for how to submit and all of the guidelines and entry fee and deadlines, things like that. The deadline to submit your work is May 26th, so it's coming up. For the webinar, we can't hear you or see you, so you can relax and enjoy the artwork. Please join in the fun by making comments in the chat box. I will show the entire showcase after the art and design faculty give their talk, and we're recording this, so we will have it on our Gertz Gallery website as soon as we possibly can. There will also be an online catalog of the showcase that I will send out through our email blast, and it will be available online as a link. We have had so many works submitted for the showcase. There are over 175 works here in the show tonight. I know that we have so many parents and grandparents in the audience, and everyone is excited to see the show. It's a little bit like the Oscars. I'm sure everyone is looking forward to hearing and hearing the faculty and seeing the work and the creativity that is thriving in Parkland College's art and design program. It was terrific to have such a large turnout of work, and it was heartwarming to think of all the thought and effort that went into putting all of this artwork together. It's a wonderful feeling to realize that hard work pays off. Without further ado, I'm going to hand it over to Tom Ramage. He's president of Parkland College and an avid supporter of the arts. And he is going to say the opening remarks and get us started. There you go,
Very
Tom.
good. Thank you, Lisa. Very much appreciated. And good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Parkland College Art and Design Student Exhibition. I think it's a pretty safe bet that this show in particular has been a favorite both on campus and in the community. I know it is one of my favorite shows. By way of introduction, I am the president of Parkland. I've been in this role for about 14 years, but 23 years I've had the joy of working at Parkland, and I've enjoyed the art gallery every single one of those 23 years. So first, let me congratulate everybody who's in this show on a job well done. It's truly exciting to see all the work that's presented here today. And boy, to our students, please know that we're extraordinarily proud of all that you've accomplished. In particular, I've been hugely impressed with the collaborative efforts of our students. Things aren't so easy to do these days with social distancing and Zoom and online coursework, but to be able to participate in a hybrid studio class and to produce such strong and portfolio-worthy artwork is, well, noteworthy. So congratulations to the students. For those of you who are watching, our students not only had to learn the process and the skills to create the work and complete all their coursework in addition, but they focused on photographing their final products for submission for this exhibition. It is my honor and my privilege to introduce one of our truly outstanding faculty members, Professor Denise Seif, who is the program director for Parkland's Art and Design program, a role she's been ably serving for the past 15 years. I think she's joined by Cindy Smith and Matthew Watt, and I think that's all I can see on the screen. Let me give my congratulations to them as well. for all you do for Parkland, for our students, and for the art gallery, and in particular these shows. In addition to being the program director, Denise teaches Art History 1 and 2, Non-Western Art History, Art Appreciation, and Metalworking 1 and 2. And there is still time to sign up for her classes, or all classes at Parkland College. So Denise, I think tonight she's going to announce the graduates, the scholarship winners, and the award winners. And let me just close by saying, or extending my appreciation for all the hard work that our gallery director does. Lisa Costello has been and continues to do a fantastic job on making our gallery one of the finest around. And lastly, let me just say, very good, I see the thumbs. Lastly, just let me say how impressed again I am with all of the work in the show, and leave all of our students with my best wishes on their continued studio practice and their future endeavors. Congratulations, looking forward to seeing the work, and everybody enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. That was greatly appreciated, and I would like to second you in commenting on all the work that Lisa Costello has done to put this show together, to organize it, to gather the work, and what she's been doing this whole year to keep the gallery accessible to people and also relevant. So that's not an easy task to do, as we all know in these times. And to do it when she's been involved with other things in the college as well, really does show how dedicated she is to Parkland and to making sure that our students have the best access to exhibits and to be able to exhibit their work as well. So yes, thank you very much, Lisa. Right. So I do want to say that for the faculty, I know it's always great for the students to be able to show their work, but I have to tell you that it is also really one of our favorite things of the year to have the chance to see the students work together. It is very meaningful to be able to look at what they've been doing throughout the whole year. And this year is no exception. This year definitely proves how dedicated our students are and how passionate they are to get their work done and to be driven to continue to work in the studio. And as Tom said, in this kind of crazy world that we're in right now. I know that the setting that I'm in is actually in the figure drawing and painting studio. And I'm joined with Jen Stoltz, who's teaching that class, and Chris Birdie, and the figure drawing students, because many of the students that are here tonight are graduating or receiving awards tonight. So we wanted to make it as much of an in-person event as we could. So if you hear in the background hoots and hollers, that's because that's our students excited about what's going on.
Eat more pizza.
This is, we wanted to make it a little bit festive. So what I wanted to do was to actually note the students that are graduating this year. They spent a significant amount of their time here at Parkland under COVID and the pandemic kind of situation. And again, the fact that they are graduating and completing and pursued their degree really stands out. And I must say, we have 17 graduates. So you're going to listen to a long list. The 17 that I'm reading off are just those that are receiving an Associate of Fine Arts. And then I'm going to hand it over to Matthew Watt and Peggy Shaw, who are going to announce the graduates for graphic design and photography as well. So without any further ado, let me list off those students that are graduating this year. So Sibele Aguila, Lauren Babcock,
Yay!
Trevor Bolin, Emily Briggs, Jacqueline Karuba, Curtis Chung, Autumn Ellis, Abigail Hartman, Duya Lee, Alexander Muzik, Owen, Annalise Rhodes, Caitlin Ross, Kelsey Schroeder, Seth Stills, Megan Uppenhouse, and Carlos Vasquez all are getting an AFA this year. So congratulations to them. Matthew, I'll let you go ahead and take over for your.
Hi, Denise. Thanks. So yeah, I'll enlist, I'll name, I guess, the 3 graduates we have for the Associates in Applied Science degree in Graphic Design. And I want to thank those three people for hanging in over the last year during the pandemic, and congratulate them too. I'm very proud of the work that they've done. And so they are Marcus Flynn, Carla Ramos, and Madison Wilcoxon. And I'll hand it over to Peggy.
Hello. I'm very excited to announce our 4 photography graduates. I'm super excited for them. I've worked with them for quite a while, and none of them skipped a beat during this incredibly tricky year. So I'm really proud to announce Caitlin Davis, Abigail Fryer, Taylor Hobbs, and Carissa Marshall. And many of the students that were already acknowledged have been in our classes also, so I want to wish them all congratulations too. So congratulations.
Yay! Yeah, that is one thing with our program is we get to share our students, and we definitely take advantage of that and enjoy having them in each other's classes. So that's great. All right, so I get the privilege now of telling you about our students that are scholarship students. And I realize that I should have shown you all those wonderful names of all those graduates that actually are receiving their degrees. So there you get to see those. But now we have the scholarship students. So this is a work by Kat Owen, and she was the recipient last year of the Don Lake Scholarship. This is a self-portrait that she did in 2020. So there's Kat. And then for next year, Brandon Gilead is going to be our recipient of the Don Lake Scholarship. And this is a pastel that he did in his Drawing 2 class. So congratulations, Brandon. And then this is the work of Hannah Friedrich, and she is here in the figure drawing classroom, so they can cheer in the background. And this is her hammerhead shark that she did in her 3D design class. She was the recipient of the Underwood Alger Scholarship for this past year. And then also in the room with us is Katie Gertz, and this is her work, Night Stalker, which she did in the Sculpture 1 class. And she is the recipient for this next year for the Underwood Alger Scholarship. Right. Then our next scholarship student is Annalise Rhodes. She received the Robert Ralph Ford Memorial Art Scholarship. This is a pastel drawing that she did in her Drawing 2 class. And then Alexa Harmon, this is a work from her ceramics class. She received the Feldman Art Ceramics Scholarship. So congratulations to Alexa. And then Jane Lau also received the Feldman Art Ceramics Scholarship. And this piece also received an Art and Design Merit Award. This is our colored glazed earthenware piece called Color Plate, in Ceramics 2. And then Julian Akasanya, who's here with us tonight. He is the recipient of the Juanita Gammon Graphic Design Scholarship and also received Art and Design Merit Award for this painting that he did last semester in the fall in Paints Painting 1 class. So congratulations. And I get to hand it over now to Matthew Watt, and he is going to give the awards for the graphic design.
Thanks again, Denise. Okay, I'll share my screen too then. So yeah, Visual Communication Design Awards, formerly known as graphic design. There was a name change for the program in the previous academic cycle, and that name change, don't be concerned by it. It's the same stuff, but it does mean or suggest a little bit of a broader view on graphic design. You know, graphic designers, they make visual communication, they make visual art with a specific goal in mind, and that is usually to communicate messages on behalf of a client. So they're not necessarily expressing their own viewpoints in the messages that they convey. They're working on solving problems, visual problems, and communicating to a specific audience. So it's this little bit of a different focus, but it is all creative work. You know, one of the things that's worth mentioning, just real quick before I talk about the 4 award winners, is that in our classes, in our graphic design classes, we do one of 3 things really when students, you know, do creative work in our classes. Sometimes, these are usually in the best of times, students do pro bono work for real clients, real nonprofit organizations, where they actually make design for real organizations in our community, and they really get used to communicate to an audience, and that's great. During the pandemic, unfortunately, we weren't able to do that because of the chaos of the pandemic, but we have done it in the past. So this year, students did one of 2 things. They either conducted their own research on existing brands and then made redesigns for those brands in order to communicate, you know, ideas and promote and inform and entertain. Or if they were feeling really adventurous, they invented their own brands. And so there's a couple of examples of both of this kind of thing happening here. And the first award I want to announce goes to Jose Galu. And this is an animation he's done for motion design. It's not long, so I'm going to play it. And he received the David M. and Shirley A. Jones Award in graphic design. And this is a piece in which he, well, really the only thing I asked him to do was to primarily use typography and also to find an important text that he could bring to life with animation. And he chose as his important text the inaugural poem, The Hill We Climb, from Amanda Gorman, which was very timely. He started working on this kind of shortly after the inauguration. So it isn't long. I'll go ahead and play it.
We've seen a force that would shatter our nation rather than share it, would destroy our country if it meant delaying democracy. And this effort very nearly succeeded. But while democracy can be periodically delayed, it can never be permanently defeated.
Okay, and I'll close this window then, and then back to this. And I'll go ahead and sorry, I'll exit that. I just want to make this bigger in my window, so bear with me a moment. I guess we'll leave it like that for now. So yes, so congratulations, Jose. Thanks. It's been a pleasure working with you this semester in animation. And I'd also like to give a shout out to, you know, all of the 9 students that I'm working with this semester in motion design class. It's been a real pleasure to work with those folks. It's hard work, and they've managed to really keep up remotely. So the second award I'd like to announce is by Brandon Gilliland. And this is his design for menu. So that he would have gone out and researched an existing brand and kind of brought it to life in his own way. And so this is a menu design for cafe. And he is receiving Parkland College's President's Award of Excellence in Graphic Design. So congratulations, Brandon. The next award is, whoa, sorry, my mouse. I got a little too quick with my mouse. So Doyle, for his branding design for Eclipse, which is a restaurant again. This is in graphic design too. And so you come up with a brand, you've got to apply kind of a visual you get an entire kind of design system, and you apply that design system in all kinds of ways. So it can be applied on, in this case, letterhead and business cards and stuff. But we could take that to signage, to advertising, to all kinds of things. But this is really nicely done, very, very smart, very cool, very clever. So congratulations. And then we come to our last monetary award, and this award goes to Tara Jaggers, and this is a packaging design. And this was an instance of the student inventing her and conceiving of her own brand. So this is her brand. She created it. It's called Other Milk. So this is not cow's milk. It's cashew, almond, and oat milk. And her idea was that, you know, lately over the last couple of years, they make milk now just for baristas. So you can get like special kinds of foam and stuff. So it's for, I guess, coffee art, I think. So anyway, congratulations to Tara. Thank you very much. All right, so I've got just a couple more awards. These are merit awards, awards that the faculty, the graphic design faculty chose. And I want to also take a moment here to thank my two colleagues that I work with teaching the graphic design classes. Beverly Kudecki, who teaches part-time for us, who teaches typography and graphic design 2 and graphic design 1. And Liza Winnett, who's taught part-time for us. And she's taught, I think, pretty much every graphic design class we have offered at Parkland, but she's been extremely helpful to all of us over the years, to me especially. So double thanks to Liza too. So here we are. Our first merit award goes to New Duong, and this is a digital album cover. So this is in graphic design 1, and here she's kind of redesigning an existing brand, or I guess a design in this case for a musician. So congratulations for this merit award. The next merit award goes to Isaiah Hammerberg. And this is a design that it's somewhat difficult to tell. This is an entire book, so we can only see the front cover and one page or 2 pages of the book, but it's an entire cookbook that he designed. So congratulations, Isaiah. And lastly, this merit award goes to Joshua Stebbins for his poster in typography, in which he researches and designs to kind of express, I think, the essence and the spirit of this very famous typeface called Futura. So again, congratulations to all. And again, thanks to all students in the graphic design program, art and design program, and the photography program. Congratulations and thanks again for all of your work. And I will now hand it over to, or I guess I'm handing it back to Denise.
So now we're going to hand it over to Joan Stoltz, who teaches the drawing and painting and figure drawing and color and you name it. So Joan's going to read off the awards for the monetary awards that we received.
Yes, I'm the two-dimensional person. These awards, I think a lot of the students here are going to know who these people are, so it's kind of great. And our first person here is Sarah Clark, who does fabulous work. She did this drawing in Drawing 2 class, as you can see. Jack Ekstrom died in April of this year, and so it's a really terrible loss for us. Died of COVID, and his children have this award for us. The next one is the Blair Kling Memorial Art Award, and Nora Snyder's painting, this acrylic on canvas, showing essentially a change in saturation, and just really beautifully done. I just wish that you guys could see these in person because they really are pretty sensational. Oops, sorry. Okay. And the Art Coupe Award for Sustained Studio Excellence goes to Annalise Rhodes. Alexa Harmon has done fabulous work all semester. Her 2D work, her 3D work, just wonderful. So the David M. and Shirley A. Jones Award goes to Alexa. And Polly Reynolds is taking the Art and Design Medals Award. It's just a fabulous piece, Denise.
Holly did great work.
All right. And Tristan Boggeman, Tristan, this actually, this is one where I just wish people could see this piece in person because his craftsmanship is perfect. And the way that he got the transparency is perfect. And it's so much better in person, but it looks great here too. Lauren Babcock, yay, Lauren, you got it again, for her historically inspired pot. So she got the Gertz Gallery Award of Artistic Excellence. Yay, Lauren. And Jory Bassett, this is her pastel that she finished in Drawing 2 class. Really complex, beautiful color on this, pastel on paper. Linda Gallagher, the Baby Bunch, the President's College, the Parkland College President's Award of Excellence in Art and Design.
Art and Design Purchase Awards. So when you come to our campus in person and you walk around and you see the student work that's framed really nicely and displayed in the halls, those are part of our permanent collection. So these are 3 pieces that have been purchased for this collection. And the first one is Caitlin Davis, Red Roots. And this is an image that she did in her advanced digital photography class for the Art and Design Purchase Award. And she is also one of our 2021 graduates. And Joshua Stebbins did this self-portrait. This was in his first digital photography class. And Sharon Wenda, brother Dave, did this for her 2-dimensional design class. Congratulations. Look for those pieces when you come back to campus.
Yeah.
All right. So that brings us to the Art and Design Merit Awards and allows me to introduce Chris Birdie, and he is going to present the awards for the Merit Awards.
I wanted to mention that many of these people also have other work in the show. When I think of a merit award, I think of work which is not only very competently done in terms of skill, but also there's evidence of a development of personal voice, and which is something that I like. It's great to see from students eventually develop to the point where they actually make things where they develop as artists. So I think all these works are really outstanding. The first award winner is Kirsty Anderson for her wine candelabrum, glazed earthenware. Next is Luciana Barite, her coil pot. Angelica Collada, flute. Colleen Freund, found shell. Maya Greer, pot. Taylor Hobbs, cozy. Chris Johns, apples. Catherine Lahr, dream team. Charles Lindsay, untitled. Delise Natumba, the Art of Nowhere series. Jalen Sanders, Sliced Sphere. Grant Sigmund, Cracked Egg Vessel. Joshua Stebbins, untitled. Rachel Turvin, Rose. Kaylin Warner, Be Happy. Linda Weiner, Celadon Bottles. Robin Young, Do Not Be Afraid.
And then to also acknowledge the fact that we always encourage our students to present their work in other exhibits and show outside of Parkland and out in the community as well. And so there were 2 shows this spring featuring community college work, and our students submitted their work to the shows, and many of them were not only recipients of being in the exhibit, but also received awards for their work. So we wanted to recognize them going beyond and working as professional artists now. So congratulations to everyone. Great work. So I'm going to hand it back over to Lisa, and I think she's going to finish things off. So.
Oh, that was wonderful. So exciting to see all of those awards. Thank you for doing such a great job, everyone, on your presentations. Okay, let me get my PowerPoint up. So basically, we're going to show all of the works that are in the show now, and they're on autopilot. And then I just wanted to say congratulations to everyone one more time before it goes on. So it takes about 24 minutes. I forgot to mention earlier that some of the works are for sale. If you're interested in purchasing any of them, if they're not for sale, they don't say anything. And if they are for sale, it just says for sale. So you can always contact me. The price list will be on our website. I didn't want to bog down our show with that. So let me get that up here now. All right, thank you everyone for coming. What a wonderful evening. And again, you can you'll be able to find all this work next week on our website. There'll be a shortened recording of this, as well as a little catalog that we're producing from the PowerPoint. So congratulations to everyone, and I look forward to seeing your work in the future. All right, take care. Good night.